Mikasa Ackerman. Just the girl I was looking for. I wondered if you could possibly explain this to me.
What exactly is that, and why do you need me to explain it to you?
This appears to be some kind of love note. Why don't you read it and see what it says? Oh, wait! I'm sure you don't need to read it to know what it says.
Are you implying that I left someone a love note? If so, that is utterly ridiculous. I would never do any such thing.
Oh, I don't think that you left someone a love note. I know that you left them a love note. We agreed to play this little game fairly, and it seems you've already broken one of our rules. If you're allowed to break them, I am too. So be warned, I won't be holding back anymore.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be playing fairly? And that there might be, in fact, another player in this game who has yet to learn the rules?
Oh? And who might that be? We've gone through all of the other girls in the class, weighed whether or not they seemed to be threatening. Are you implying that we missed someone somehow?
Indeed I am. A new student. A transfer student.
Oh. Well then, it would seem that we may need to reevaluate our game plan. So what's the bitch's name?
From what I can tell, it's Historia Reiss. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. She's smaller than everyone else here. If we need to eliminate her, her height will make it easy.
Indeed it will. Either one of us could take her out, and if we were to work together, there wouldn't be a chance in hell of her survival.
Indeed. However, we would need to be careful. She's already very popular with the boys and one of the girls. I have no doubt she's the one who left this note for our love interest.
And what makes you so sure of this?
Look at the handwriting. We studied everyone's handwriting. Everyone who might be a threat, at least, just in case something like this did happen. This handwriting is different, unfamiliar. We've never seen it before. It could only be hers.
Are you sure it isn't just someone from another class? Because if that's the case, we have our work cut out for us.
No, I'm certain it's her.
Oh, really? You didn't seem so certain mere moments ago. Why the sudden change?
As I reflect on her behavior now, I realize that there were several warning signs we may have overlooked. She was always distracted in class. Granted, when she was called upon by the teacher, she gave perfect answers immediately. However, her gaze was always elsewhere.
On our sweetheart?
Indeed. But I think you mean on my sweetheart.
Let's not get into this right now. We have far more important concerns than arguing amongst ourselves.
Of course, you're right. My sincere apologies. How do you wish to deal with her?
First, we need to confirm that this is in fact her doing, and whether or not she is a legitimate threat.
Indeed, that is the best course of action. What do you recommend?
I recommend that we gain her trust, attempt to befriend her, and find out if she likes anyone. If she does, and it so happens to be our sweetheart, we'll have to weigh her strengths and weaknesses, see if she's the kind of girl they'd go for. If she is, first we get rid of her. Then, of course, I assume we would alter ourselves so that we're their ideal type.
Indeed, that is what we would do next. How would we eliminate her, though, if she's a threat?
If she's a threat, I think we should kill her.
Isn't that a bit extreme? We could easily get her expelled. She's a transfer student after all. It would be very easy to say that the stress of moving to another school caused her to go off the deep end.
Yes, that would be easy. However, that would not eliminate her entirely. The only way to get rid of her permanently, especially if she's a strong threat, is to kill her.
Very well, then. I assume, to keep the game fair, we would be forced to work together?
Indeed. However, that would give us more motivation to not get caught. We would both be trying to help ourselves, and in doing so help each other. This is important for both of us. We can't afford to take the other one down.
You make a compelling case. How are we going to befriend her? You and I don't have the best track record of befriending others.
I'm not sure. I have yet to figure that out. We'll work something out, though, I'm sure. In the meantime, we need to make sure she doesn't leave any more notes like this.
Indeed. If I may ask, what did this one say?
Let me see. It says, and I quote, with utter disgust, "Dear friend." Friend-zoning them already? Rookie mistake. I have come to realize some intense feelings for you. Oh my, very eloquent. Oh, she's such a natural.
Enough with the criticism. Just tell me what it says.
Right. I have come to realize some intense feelings for you. I hope you can understand. I think I... wish to be more than friends with you. I want to hold your hand in the hallways. I want to walk home with you after school. I want to study with you. I want to be a couple. Signed... What?
What's wrong?
She wrote my name.
Excuse me?
Look here.
She's definitely a threat.
What makes you so sure of that now?
What do you think?
She clearly knows about your feelings for them, and she was attempting to frame you for this, so that you could be rejected. You said yourself this was a terrible note. There's no way anyone would go for it. This is worse than we thought. If she's that perceptive, I assume she already knows about our game and the rules, as well as why we're playing it in the first place. Yes, you're right. This is worse than we thought. If she's trying to destroy our chances already, we are certainly in for a serious fight with this girl.
Indeed we are. I wonder...
What is it?
Where is she now?
What?
If she was willing to leave this note, it must mean that she trusts them to find it. However, It's well after school. And no one took it until you stumbled upon it. I wonder where she might be.
Do you think that this was a warning? That this was her way of telling us that she's on to us?
I sincerely doubt it. If you're hunting someone, or something if you want to use the more normal metaphor, you don't set off an alarm to let the creature know that you're hunting it. You lie in wait, watching, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. You don't give warnings.
While that is true, this isn't hunting. This is a game. And when you're playing a game, oftentimes there are tells. Your opponents have tells and you have tells. What if she's throwing us a bone because she really thinks we're that weak? She's trying to make one of her tells obvious.
That may be. However, I would still be wary. Something tells me it wasn't an accident that you found that note, but at the same time, it wasn't meant for you.
I think I know what her plan is.
Oh, really? And what is that?
What did I say to you when I first came in here?
You asked me to explain the note, of course.
I take it you've realized?
She intended for me to find it, so I would accuse you, and you would have no way of backing out of it.
That's correct. This means she does know about the game and the rules. She knows that we'll so easily destroy each other, even if we're wrong to do so.
Indeed. This girl is very threatening to us, isn't she?
Indeed, she is. I think we should invite her over to study.
You think so? And what would we study?
I was thinking something along the lines of biology. Or maybe even a little chemistry.
Why not both? I learned something new recently. Something we could go over while studying.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Oh, of course. If you inject potassium to the underside of the tongue, it will induce a stroke. And by the time an autopsy is performed, the syringe mark will have already healed, and there will be no trace of what happened, other than a stroke.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Although I did know that there was potassium in the chem lab, and there are syringes in the nurse's office.
Oh, how convenient.
It's uncanny, isn't it?
Indeed. But oh so dandy for us.
Indeed. We'll make that little bitch pay.
Indeed we will. If she wants to play our game, she has to follow the rules. And there's nothing in the rules that says you and I can't team up.
That's right. Only that no direct contact is allowed between the players and the target.
And, of course, we're not allowed to sabotage others.
And you can't forget the best rule of all.
Oh, do remind me.
Break one of the rules, and you're dead meat.